Welcome to the I Told My Story YouTube channel. I'm William, and this is part 2 of my story. If you haven't watched part 1 yet, you can check it out here. When we stepped inside, we saw a bunch of empty PlayStation 5 boxes and sacks full of sand. At the table sat a man with an eye patch, like a pirate. He turned to us and said, "Welcome, kids. How can I help you today?" "Give me back my PlayStation or my money!" I shouted. My voice was shaking, but I was determined. "We're not leaving until I get one of them!" The one-eyed man leaned back comfortably in his chair. "Calm down, kid. We don't take what's not ours." He looked me dead in the eyes. "You wanted to buy a PlayStation, right?" "Yes," I said. "And we sent you a PlayStation box for a price you won't find anywhere else, plus in 12 installments, right?" "What do you mean?" I asked, confused. "I didn't order just a box." The man laughed loudly. "Son, if you check the site again, we clearly sell PlayStation boxes, not the PlayStations themselves." I pulled out my phone and opened the site again. I scrolled down searching for the fine print, and there it was. In tiny, nearly invisible letters, it read, "This is only a PlayStation 5 box, does not include console or controllers." "You scammer!" I shouted at him. "You're tricking people!" "We don't trick anyone, son," the man said, still grinning. "You bought exactly what was listed on the site." I was boiling with rage. "I'm not leaving until I get my money back," I yelled. The one-eyed man's voice turned sharp. "Kid, I'm counting to 3. If you don't leave, you'll spend the night in a room with rats." Tyler turned to Ryan, panicking. "Dude, maybe we should just leave?" Ryan's face was pale but firm. "No, we're not leaving either." Just then, the one-eyed man turned his head and shouted, "Harry, get in here!" The tattooed guy who'd opened the door earlier walked in, holding a large stick. "Yes, boss?" he said. The one-eyed man grinned and pointed at us. "Take these boys to the guest room. Let them stay there until morning. Maybe they'll learn a lesson." Harry nodded and laughed mockingly. "With pleasure, boss," he said. When my dad came home, my mom met him at the door. With an angry look on his face, Dad asked, "Where's William?" Mom shrugged. "I don't know. I went to the kitchen right after getting home from work." Dad raised his voice. "Someone spent $500 on my credit card yesterday." They both rushed to my room. It was empty. "He didn't come home!" my mom shouted, grabbing her phone and trying to call me. My phone was turned off. "God damn it, where is this kid?" Dad muttered, picking up a torn page from my notebook on the desk. His eyes landed on the address written there. "I think I know where he is," he whispered. Harry twirled the stick in the air as he stepped toward us menacingly. With a nasty grin, he barked, "All right, march. Time to meet my rats. Maybe they'll help you smarten up." Tyler turned ghostly pale. Ryan clenched his fists, trying to stay strong. I didn't move an inch. My feet felt nailed to the ground. Then suddenly, the door burst open with a loud crash. Through the cloud of dust, my dad rushed in with 2 police officers. One of the officers shouted, "Hands up! Let the kids go!" The one-eyed man and the tattooed guy flinched, then slowly raised their hands. Their eyes showed a mix of panic and hesitation, like they were stuck between running and surrendering. They froze, unsure of what to do next. The one-eyed man turned to the cops and protested. "Officer, what did we do? Why are you even here?" The officer replied in a firm voice, "You can explain that down at the station." Instead of backing off, the man stepped forward. "No, we didn't do anything wrong. We're not going anywhere," he yelled. I couldn't hold back anymore. "You're lying," I shouted. "You scam people. You pretend to sell PlayStations, but only send empty boxes. That's straight up fraud." The officer looked at me and nodded. "You're right, kid. What they're doing is definitely a crime." He then walked over and pulled out handcuffs. "All right, you 2 are coming with us. Save your stories for the station." The cops grabbed them by the arms and started leading them away. The one-eyed guy kept resisting, acting clueless like he didn't understand a thing. Then he turned to me, glaring with one eye, and hissed through gritted teeth. "This isn't over, kid. I won't forget what you did." His voice was threatening, but I wasn't scared. I knew I was in the right now. My dad rushed over to us. His face was filled with both anger and relief. "Are you boys okay?" he asked. The three of us stared at the ground in shame. "We're okay," we mumbled. That's when I started crying. "Dad, I'm so sorry. I messed up. I used your credit card without asking, but I got scammed. I just came to get our money back." My dad was furious. "How could you do such a thing, William? When something goes wrong, you should always talk to your family or the police." "I know, Dad. I'm really sorry," I sobbed. "I was stupid. I wanted a PlayStation 5 so badly. I didn't think straight." That's when Ryan stepped in. "Please don't be too hard on him. It's partly our fault too. We kept teasing him for not having a PlayStation 5. That's why he did it." My dad sighed. "It's all right, Ryan. William will get a job after school and pay me back." I looked up, my eyes still filled with tears. "I'll pay it all back, Dad. I promise. Every penny. And I'll never do anything behind your back again," I said with a shaky voice. My dad paused for a second, then put his hand on my shoulder. "I'm just glad we found you before anything worse happened. But William, remember this. Some mistakes in life come with a heavy price." As for the one-eyed guy and the tattooed man, sure, their site did say they were selling just PlayStation boxes. But the text was so small and hidden, it still counted as fraud. And since they also tried to hold us against our will, they ended up getting sentenced to many years in prison. What we experienced that day affected Ryan and Tyler deeply too. But what about me? Like Dad said, I owed him a PlayStation, so I started working at a delivery company after school. Since I had a motorcycle license, I was assigned to package deliveries. At first, it was tough, but earning my own money gave me a confidence and sense of responsibility I never had before. Exactly 1 month into the job, it was a normal day like any other. I picked up one of the packages I had to deliver and headed out to the address written on it. When I got to the apartment building, something felt off. The name on the package didn't match any of the apartments. While I stood there confused, I noticed a yellow sticky note on the box. It read, "No one's home, right? Don't worry. This package was prepared just for you. Please, open it right away." My heart was pounding out of my chest. With trembling hands, I started to open the package. The moment I lifted the lid, I couldn't believe my eyes. A PlayStation 5! My eyes filled with tears. I couldn't hold it in. I started crying right there. That's when I heard a familiar voice behind me. "Son, I hope everything you went through taught you something valuable." It was my dad. Still crying, I turned to him. "Dad, I'm really sorry. I truly regret everything. I won't rush things anymore. I want to earn everything with my own effort, I promise." My dad smiled and placed his hand on my shoulder. "It's okay, William. You can quit the job now. This PlayStation is for both your remorse and your growth." I shook my head. "No, Dad. I won't stop working until I pay off the debt. That PlayStation was bought with your money, and I won't feel right until I repay it." My dad's eyes teared up, and he hugged me tight. And for the first time in my life, I truly understood what it meant to earn something the right way. That day, I realized the most valuable rewards in life come through patience, honesty, and hard work.